Okay, we're back. This is the final segment on validation of models. We have here a handy tool called Tracker. We put the URL on the website. You can take a video, we'll load a video here of a successful free throw, and we're going to show you how to generate a list of X and Y coordinates for this basketball.
So from a sort of contextual perspective, here we're working over in that sort of experimental quantitative part of the spectrum. So if you've got some model of some physical system in the world and you can actually take a video of that physical system, this is a great way to actually check and show that your model is reproducing the behavior of that system. So we know some of you, for example, are doing things with, say, sports, and this is an example of how it's kind of easy to validate your model for, say, shooting a basketball using someone actually shooting a basketball.
So here we have a movie of somebody shooting a basketball. So first thing we're going to want to do here is create some axes. So we have a coordinate system that we can make sense of the coordinates we get out of this. Mark knows how to do this.
You need to click on the origin.
Click on the origin. Whoa! Oh man. Okay, this is going to be terrible. Oh, but we can rotate this. Click on. There we go.
I don't think I'm going to let you drive anymore.
No, man.
Here, let's rotate that background so it's upright. There we go. That's kind of vertical-ish looking, huh? And let's put her feet at 0, and then we'll line up the y-axis with the hoop.
All right.
Right? Because that way we know how high a basketball hoop is off the ground. There was a time before I wasn't old when I liked playing basketball, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How high is a basketball off the ground?
It's 10 feet or about 3.048 meters.
3.048. Wow. All right. So let's see if we can.
Give or take.
Give or take. Can we call it 3.05?
Let's call it 3.05, yeah.
All right, 3.05. 3.05 meters off the ground.
Yeah.
So that's our calibration stick.
Quite a bit below my dunking maximum.
Yeah. I use an 8.5-foot basket myself, but here we go. Okay, so what are we going to track? We are going to track a point mass. So we go create point mass, and then we go to a really cool tool here called the auto tracker. We're going to, you know what? One thing we want to do before we start tracking this thing, it's going to be in her hands for a while. So let's shift this to the moment when the ball leaves her hands. It's not going to be very interesting behavior, and it's going to confuse the tracker. Whoa. Okay, how about there? That's a good place to start. So we'll go to our auto tracker. Says shift control click. Shift control click. We're going to click on the ball. Okay, and this is where the magic happens. So there's a little thing called search. We're going to click search.
See here, you notice here that there's this sort of template and the match, which is basically saying this is what I'm looking for. There's something that looks like this, and this is what I'm seeing.
All right.
So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That is
magical. That's so exciting.
Look at that.
Oh my God. Now she's a little short on this shot.
But it's going to go in.
Is it?
Well, we've watched this before.
Oh, you're right, we did.
Look at that.
Oh.
She shoots, she scores.
And 1.
Okay. And all the way down.
Here we are hitting the ground.
That's going to bounce.
Bouncing up.
Fine, we'll let it bounce around. Okay, 142.
Might hit this guy on the head. That might cause some tracker problems.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't quite know what to do with that person. But
Yeah, there's ways to resolve that. We're gonna declare victory here. We'll just close this thing. The thing you want to do.
And cool. Look at this over here on the right.
Whoa, hey. So what are we looking at here?
Of X versus time.
Okay.
So I have no idea what that means.
I think what that means is we reversed the X and Y axes when we rotated them by 90 degrees. But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna go with it. When you do this, people out there on the internet, you're gonna have a Y coordinate there. When we save this thing, we want to export this thing to a data file. All right, so we're going to get these numbers out of here. We say mass A, we want all cells, we want number, we can have it in full precision if we want, but this is going to be just fine. We want to make sure that we have a comma delimiter, and we'll just give it throw dot, call it CSV. There it is. Well, it's there before, but we'll replace it, and you can open that thing in Excel. What are you going to see? You're going to see just a table like this, T, X, and Y, and that's going to give the X and Y coordinates at each frame, and you can do lots of things with that in MATLAB.
Yep, very cool. Very handy.
Anything else?
I think we're done with this particular video.
We're done.
Well, we aren't quite done because we've got some MATLAB stuff to do,
Oh, that's right.
but we are done with this video.
All right.
So join us next time for another exciting installment of ModSim videos.